Imagine a company so powerful, so prestigious, it was considered America's most innovative company, 6 years in a row. Then, without warning, boom. In late 2001, this Fortune 500 giant vanished, literally overnight, in one of the most shocking corporate collapses in history. This is the ghost story of Enron, a company built on smoke, mirrors, and lies. Our story begins in Houston, Texas. Enron was born in 1985 after a merger between two pipeline companies, Houston Natural Gas and Internorth. Under the leadership of CEO Kenneth Lay, Enron set out to do more than just deliver gas. It wanted to transform energy into a market commodity, like stocks. In the 1990s, Lay brought in Jeffrey Skilling, a visionary who introduced a radical new business model, the asset-light approach. Translation? Enron didn't want to own energy anymore. They wanted to be the middleman, buying and selling energy contracts like a Wall Street bank. By 2000, Enron had become a darling of Wall Street, stock price soaring, employees becoming millionaires on paper, and the media praising their innovation. But behind the scenes, something very dark was happening. Enron wasn't actually making money. In fact, much of its revenue was an illusion, the result of a shady accounting trick called mark-to-market accounting. Here's how it worked. Imagine you sign a 10-year deal to sell electricity. Enron would immediately record all the expected future profit on day one, even if that money wouldn't come in for a decade. And if the deal went bad, they'd just hide it. Enron created hundreds of shell companies called special purpose entities to keep debt off their balance sheets. These entities, with names like Raptor and Chuco, were used to hide losses, inflate earnings, and trick investors. Think of it like this. Enron looked like a mansion, but the walls, hollow, the floors, rotten. The entire structure was a financial haunted house, held up by confidence and corruption. In mid-2001, the mask began to slip. A few analysts started asking uncomfortable questions. Where's the cash flow? Why so many off-book entities? Then came the whistleblower, Sharon Watkins, a vice president, who warned leadership that Enron could implode in a wave of accounting scandals. In October 2001, Enron announced a $618 million loss and a $1.2 billion reduction in shareholder equity. Confidence evaporated. The stock plummeted from $90 to less than $1 in just weeks. By December 2, 2001, Enron declared bankruptcy, at the time, the largest in U.S. history. 20,000 employees lost their jobs and savings. Retirement accounts wiped out. Wall Street shocked. The public betrayed. The government scrambling. Investigations revealed systematic fraud, not just by Enron, but by its accounting firm, Arthur Andersen, one of the world's Big Five. Andersen was found guilty of destroying documents, and the firm collapsed shortly after, another casualty of Enron's ghostly empire. CEO Kenneth Lay and COO Jeffrey Skilling were indicted and later convicted. Lay died before sentencing. Skilling served over 12 years in prison. In response, Congress passed the Sarbanes-Oxley Act in 2002, enforcing stricter accounting regulations and executive accountability. Today, Enron is more than just a scandal. It's a cautionary tale. It reminds us that when perception outweighs reality, and when profits trump ethics, even the biggest names can vanish without a trace. And like all ghost stories, the warning signs were there. People just didn't want to see them. So next time a company promises revolutionary returns and shows you endless growth charts, ask yourself, is this innovation or is it just Enron all over again? Thanks for watching. If you found this story haunting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world's most mysterious financial disasters. Until next time, keep your eyes on the numbers, because sometimes the ghosts are hiding in plain sight.